Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Rose of Venus Tarot. It's Lacey. Thank you so much for clicking on to my video. If you're new here, welcome. I hope you get real comfortable. If you're returning, hey, welcome back. It's real nice to see you again. And thank you to all of those who like, comment, and subscribe. It's really been helping your girl grow, and I 1000% appreciate it. Let's get into it. This is going to be a general collective energy reading, so please take what resonates and leave the rest behind. Not every reading is going to resonate with everyone, and that is okay. Let's call on the divine. Divine, please guide me and protect me as I dive into this collective energy. Please give me clear and concise and precise messages. Let me know what's going on in this collective energy. What do we need to know of? What do we need to be aware of here? Right off the back, I'm getting you guys are who you say you are here. And nobody could disprove the image you putting on because it goes more than skin deep. It's like you guys are in your own essence here. And there's some people, in the present who like you. You're getting more people in the future who like you, but it's somebody that wanted to like dissemble you, destabilize you, disprove that you were who you are here. I feel like a lot of people masks are falling off their face, especially as people really like you. There's some people who want to give the world a reason to hate you, and they're mad that the world doesn't all think the same here. It's like, these people are a part of some sort of tiny scope. I actually want to use the Burning Heart Love Oracle deck here because some of this is your past friendships who felt like maybe you guys were exaggerating, you made things up just to get attention. You guys, like, whatever was going on in your life, they were hesitant to believe it. They also didn't believe in your creativity. They felt like everything you did was like a facade here, but these facades that they put on are falling away. Somebody is realizing that they projected a lot onto you. Like multiple people are realizing that. And I feel like also your consistency, that's what I wanted to say. Your consistency and the way you show up every day is putting these people to shame here. They're like, how the hell do you show up? Because somebody said that you weren't going to be able to tolerate all that you needed to go through to actually get to success. Somebody said you pick things up, you put things down here. And oh, God, the flame lit up really heavy. Somebody said you pick things up, you put things down. You guys can't stick to what you're doing. Or if people criticize you, you would give up. You could have had somebody bullying you and you stood up for yourself, and then they said you couldn't take criticism. People are now questioning it because maybe people did criticize you. You could tolerate it. People felt like you would just fall apart, or somebody felt like you would just fall apart when it came down to the real world here. And then they realized that these people don't live in the real world. You live in the real world here. It's like, a lot of people masks are falling off. And you got some people heartbroken over you. That's why I want to use the Burning Heart Oracle deck, because I was feeling like some chest pain earlier too, like in my heart space. There's somebody that heart is aching over you because it feels like they already know what you're about to do. Some of you guys are gonna take the kid and they never gonna be able to see the kid again. That's if you got a kid and you're around that age. I really do care, even though I don't show it. I really do care, even though I don't show it. It's coming out here. Somebody, they didn't show that they cared about you. They didn't secure this friendship, this relationship. People were very cold towards you when you were going through some things and whatnot. Divine, people are wondering if you really even remember them and whatnot. I'm on my way to you. I'm on my way to you here. There's somebody who feel like they're willing to be your man. They don't care what people say about you, what people do, like, did towards you. Some people here are wishing that you remember that they were cool people towards you. I feel like some of you guys could have gave up a whole town of people because the your friends or your main group turned on you. There's people outside of that that wants you to remember that they didn't mean you no harm. and they were always on your side. Some of you guys just had pick me's. You know how a lot of bitches, they turn against other women who are going through drama here, and they start to use it as a way to step on them or to feel better about themselves. Divine wants you to know that everybody sees right through these people, and they're not going without any sort of social punishment. They're like, that's supposed to be your friend. Why are you talking shit about them? They're like, and why are you trying to bring them down? Why are you guys like this? That's supposed to be your friend here. These people are being put in their place heavy as you guys are being surrounded by love. You're being surrounded by love. People wish that you ain't shoot like the whole party up here, like just to, feel something, or, just to get even. You're always on my mind is coming out here. You're always on my mind. You got a lot of people who you're in their heart. You're in their heart. You're in their head space. They think about you a lot. They feel you. They want you to know that they're there. And I didn't expect this energy to feel that warm, but you got like people crying over you. Especially like, like, because the way they did you was dirty. Like, the way people did you was OD dirty. I feel like your family did you dirty. Your ex lover did you dirty. Some of you guys, your kids did you dirty. Like, oh goodness. It's like people were just, they didn't care at all. Or if they did, they did not show it. Some of you guys got a sibling here, specifically a brother that was like mean towards you. They regret bullying you, and they don't know how to say this. They don't know how to say, I regret bullying you. I regret not being there for you. Some of these people, maybe they didn't show up for your parties, your Thanksgiving. They only showed up for the other sibling. And people regret illegitimizing you here. I feel like a lot of you guys, you're legit people. People just wanted to make you feel some type of way. They went out their way to try to make you feel some type of way. And I feel like you got people from your past, like really missing your energy, like, really wanting you around. They want you to be a part of the clique. They want you to be a part of the crew. They want you to be a part of like something here. And I feel like you guys just aren't happy. You guys, and people could see that now that you're on your own and you're happy. It's like you just didn't want to even be in the same energy as these people. You didn't want to be in the same social circle as these people. Somebody feels like you're giving them what they wanted. Just come back around. I feel like you guys feel like there's nothing for you. You don't need to be connected to those people in the town here. There's some people who wish like you guys were like on they you got people very nostalgic about you. Like you got people very nostalgic about the past, being on FaceTime with you, calling you, talking to you, like, like especially like flirt. You got some old lovers that maybe you guys were a little bit of thotty, I don't know. They still love you, they still want you, they still wife you. Like, you got a couple people wondering like, hey, like I wanna come back around, like I wanna be in your life. Like I wanna somebody feels like they didn't put it down right. They feel like they didn't get a chance to like give you all that they have here, and they want to work it deep and impress you because some of you guys, y'all was young and they was nervous, and you made them boop, boop, boop. You could have made people be nervous. You could have scared a lot of men back in your days, and now they feel like they're not scared anymore. Like, oh, I didn't expect that energy to come out either. I underestimated how important you are in my life. I underestimated how important you are in my life. Somebody wants to give you a baby. And like, oh my goodness, somebody underestimated how important you are in their life because when you go around, like when you're not around, they don't get any attention. They don't get no shine. And there's just loser bitches that want to talk shit about your energy, but you got people crying over you because when you're around, they don't get no shine. They don't get like, and then some people feel like you guys targeted a whole group of people due to crusty mother ethers here. And they're waiting for you guys to come back down to earth because they feel like they know when you get mad, you get hot. Like it take you a minute to cool down. Same thing with me. Like you guys can have a lot of fire placements, even though I'm cool, calm, collected. Like on the exterior, when I be mad at a person, it'd be hard for me not to be mad at a whole lineage. Like, yo, I'm like, I fuck your mother and your father. Matter of fact, your whole group. Like, yo, it took me a minute to even want to look at guys. Like, like, oh my God, after street harassment, I'm like, yo, and you start doing the math and the calculations and this and that. Like, I feel like people are waiting for you to cool off and come back around, play another round here. But, you know, we got every time my phone rings, I hope it's you coming out. So yeah, somebody's waiting for you to call, waiting for you to pull back around the block. Like they're like, oh my goodness, they want to have like a five-way FaceTime. They want to check on you and your kids. Somebody wants to do you right and be there for you here. I feel like this is kind of coming in too late. It's almost like they want to treat you right as like a consolation prize. Like, this is like energy I've gotten before. I couldn't stand family members. I'm like, you're only nice when I have a job. If I lose that job, you're gonna treat me like I'm irresponsible and be mean to me. I don't want none of that because last thing I need is to lose my job. And on top of that, I got discouraging people in my life. I could just find another one for that. And then I don't need people judging what I'm doing creatively because I'm like, if it makes sense to me, it's gonna make $1. I always know that, and I feel like people are realizing that if it makes sense, it makes $1, and what makes sense to you, it may not always make sense to them, but I feel like it adds up, and these are some pretty pennies, and people want to give you now a penny for your thoughts. They want those exchanges again because they're remembering how beautiful your mind is now that you guys got other parts of your life secured here. Like some of you guys, they could have seen you as like, I don't know, like a slack. It's given what is that, Rugrats, where Tommy's father was like a developer. There's always that jobless person who's like an artist, a developer, a musician. They're not really making money, and people call them like a slob. What is that word for people like that they could have tried to use, whether it was like a bum or a slob, or felt like you guys weren't putting your all into life, and then they're like, whoa, like once you push them away and you just work on yourself and you don't even want these people around because of how they looked at you and whatnot, it's like, all right, like, you deserve better than them is coming out, and not even better than me. You deserve better than them. Long story short, like that's what I'm trying to say. You deserve better than them. You deserve better than somebody that's going to try to put you down. Also, me being diagnosed with bipolar disorder, some of you guys could have gone through the same things medically, like as a woman, like, or I feel maybe in general. But I feel like maybe they give more understanding to men because I wasn't the only one diagnosed with mental issues, and it was I seen my brothers get away with crimes and stuff, and people just kind of forget it that they were in the hospital going through the same thing I was when I was in the hospital. You're just looking for attention. That's why I'm like, nah, these medications almost killed me. Like, that's why I started Venus RX too. I'm like, I think there's a video there. If you click in my link in my description box where I was talking about the different medication I was on, it truly changes your mental outlook. They are mental health medications. When somebody's screwing with your mind, it's hard to show up in the world. They complete, and it took me a couple of years. I looked up John Forbes Nash. It took him like 10 years to regain balance and footing to like go back and become like the famous mathematician that he was. A lot of people, it take them years to find the right medication and balance. That's like a real mental health disorder. And a lot of people die from it. Bipolar number one, especially, there's terminal illness so that you could wake up in the middle of the night and drown in a water tower. That's what that song Hotel California is about. The morning Hotel California, such a lovely place, such a lovely place. Every time I hear that song played in my head, I'm like, okay, this is me not sleeping. And I'm about to, it tells me, all right, you need to get your proper rest because your brain will start taking micro sleep. So you could be like that guy who he just recently climbed in an airplane engine here, and he died in like the airplane engine or like some part of the airplane he wasn't supposed to be in. But I could tell he woke up but didn't really wake up. And he's like, "Oh, junk, my plane took off." And then like, like his body was lying somewhere else. Like, he took his body but his mind was somewhere else. And that's exactly what it is. It's like your brain or your soul leaves your body, but your body is still hyperactive. Like, and a lot of people who have children who have ADHD are at higher risk of developing bipolar disorder or bipolar number one disorder too. So it's like a lot with it. I could never forgive the people who mistreated me when I was going through that situation. And I'm glad I have God and spirituality and spiritual transcendent psychology and the fucking internet. Let's be real, because a lot of doctors were bad misdiagnosis and stuff too. But I'm glad that I had the internet. I could search Dr. Morgan on YouTube, bipolar awakening, and then learned that I had to take care of myself intricately and I had to leave out a lot of certain things from my diet. That's why I be careful when like the shit I eat. Not to say I don't like to eat, but I'd be careful with some of the ingredients, certain types of things like sugars and stuff. It will screw you up. It could add to like the mania. I fantasize about you. But you do got people who didn't screw you over and they were trying to understand you, who they're taking sides with you and they don't want these people around. People are pushing away the people who, like, I don't know, they're pushing away the people who try to bully you, try to hurt you, try to pull you down here. Somebody wishes that you don't feel no shame from anything that you went through. They hope that you don't feel no shame. I hope you don't feel no shame. That's why I share my life, because I'm like, don't feel no shame for what you went through in the past or who you used to be, especially if you know you were a good person, and don't feel ashamed of doing things out of desperation or the times people took advantage of you if you weren't in the right mindset, because there's a lot of times where I just was not in the right state of mind. I wasn't in the right state of mind like last year after my tummy tuck. Mix those perks with those whatever the hell. And when I woke up from that tummy tuck, just long story short, like I had to refine the earth again. I had fun. I had fun. You always do, but I had to refine the earth again. If any of you guys been through that, forgive yourself from anything or any decisions you made under pressure here. And God and these people from the past wants you to know that it's understood. Even if some of you guys could have taken your anger out on the wrong people, maybe you didn't know how to direct it. And it was intricately, I feel like people went against you intricately, so you didn't know where to put the punches at, so you didn't know where to direct your anger at here. But there's people who fantasize about you and they love you and they want to let you know that, motherfucker, I love you and I want to get back around you in life. I want to reach out, but don't know how. Yeah, somebody wants to reach out to you, but they don't know how. Maybe you guys are like me. You can have all of your inboxes off. Like, I don't keep my TikTok inbox off. I'm like, the people be weird. Even though I know TikTok, I'm like, I don't have no pictures of me up. You can't even see my face there. Like, but there's somebody messaging me, hey, I wanted to know, can we be friends? I'm like, ew, get your weird ass out of my TikTok box, turning this message DM off. Some of you guys, yeah, but people are trying to connect with you. And even if you got your inbox on, they just don't know how to like start a conversation with you. It's given high school sweetheart. Like, this is almost going into a love reading where your high school sweetheart wants to kind of connect with you. I've been watching your socials and admiring your pictures that's coming out here. Somebody's been admiring the F out of your pictures and they want to come towards you because you guys are looking type sexy. You guys are looking type sexy and they want to let you know you're looking type sexy here. Oh, goodness. I sabotaged our connection because it was too intense. I sabotaged our connection because it was too intense. I told you, you scared somebody. They felt like they wasn't ready and they didn't show you the best dance that they could dance in the bedroom here. Divine, please tell me more. I need to work on myself. I'm trying to clear my head. I need to work on myself. I'm trying to clear my head. You got people trying to work on themselves and I don't know, clear their head. The way they treated you just wasn't right. It's like, I don't know. So that's it, you guys. I hope you have a good day, night, evening, whenever you're catching this reading.